Well, hello, lovely. That's a good start. You can tell I've been away, can't you? Hello, my lovely Substack friends. Um, I've been quiet for a few weeks because I've been away. I was away for almost a month, in fact. I was away first in Idaho, in Sun Valley, at the Sun Valley Writers Conference, which was pretty amazing. And I hope to tell you about it in more detail at some point in the future. And then I did something I do now and again. I went on holiday. Um, And sometimes when I go on holiday, I like to send updates and missives and thoughts and posts. But this time I thought, I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm going to do none of that. So I attended to not very much at all, except playing with my children and reading books. And that was a great experience. But now, luckily or unluckily for you, I'm back. Um, and it's the sort of third-ish week of August, which in all medieval historians and history lovers' minds tends towards one person and one thing, and that is Richard III, who died in August 85, 1485, that is, at the Battle of Bosworth. Um, Richard is usually on my mind for one reason or another. It's very hard to do medieval history without thinking of Richard III. But this August in particular, I'm quite excited to tell you that I've contributed to I hesitate to say a new book about Richard III, but it has been out of print for a very long time. And this is a new edition of the book. It's a book by Anthony Cheetham, who for most of my career has been my publisher. Well, Anthony, as well as being one of the greatest living publishers, was also a bloody good historian. And back in, I'm going to say it was the 70s, he wrote this book about, yes, it was 1972. He wrote this book about Richard III. It was a biography in a series that was edited by the great biographer Antonia Fraser. Anthony wrote the volume about Richard III. Anyway, it's a very, very good biography of Richard III. It's almost, I say, almost timeless. It's now republished, and if you want a really crisp, concise, lucid, measured, generous, even-handed biography of Richard III, this really is it. Because it was published in 1972, it needed a little bit of updating. Specifically, it needed a chapter dealing with the discovery of Richard III's remains under the car park in Leicester. And Anthony very generously, I thought, asked me to write that chapter. I say generously because though I've worked with Anthony for a very long time, I'd never shared my name and his name on the cover of a book. I dedicated Powers and Thrones to him, but we'd never had our names together on the cover of a book. So I was very pleased to do that. I've also written an introduction to this book. I'm going to print some of it in the body, down there in the body of this email. I would encourage you, if you can, if you would like to buy this book. It's a beautiful edition with lots of lovely pictures. It really is a very fine republication of a very fine book. And I hope you'll enjoy Anthony's wonderful prose. And perhaps you'll enjoy my introduction as well. I tried to set Richard III, the debates around his life and his reign, into some sort of context in that introduction, and I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm going to, as I say, for paid subscribers, I'm going to post a big chunk of the introduction here. If you want to read the whole thing, including this last chapter summing up historical discoveries and thinking about Richard since the 1970s, then I heartily encourage you to do so. But you don't have to. I'm very happy that you're here on Substack. What else am I up to? Gosh, so many things. I shall tell you about them soon. If there's any particular type of posts you're hankering for, feel free to let me know in the comments down there. It's nice to check back in with you all. I will be back to polluting your inbox, as it were, roughly once a week from now on. See you soon.